Hi everybody. So today's my day off, but I want to answer some questions. So I'm going to put this video out on Monday, and Monday will be my day off as well. So I just want to answer these questions that Shanti sent to me, and they're in line with a lot of the questions I've been getting and a lot of the videos I've been doing over the last 8 or 9 days. And the questions pertain to the stipend. So really what the stipend is I do believe that there will be a certain amount of money released to everybody monthly. And even though that's the same thing that the black hats were going to be doing, this will actually be coming from the white hats. And the first 6 months will be, I think, coming from the money that they have taken away from the black hats. So anyway, here are the questions. Will we be a higher frequency when this happens? And I get that when this begins, no, we will be pretty close to the frequency that we are now. And this will be the beginning of the RV, the gold standard, and the stipend that's going to be going out to people. And this stipend is basically to help people come out of survival mode. So the frequency will grow as time goes on. Will people be practical with this money? So that depends on the person. It really is not up to us who's practical. And if that was the prerequisite for it to come out, it would never happen. A lot of people are not going to be practical with this at all. So we have to just let go of trying to manage other people. And if they're bad with it, they're bad with it, but at least they will have enough to survive on if, they spend it the right way. So probably not. They will not be practical. Some will be great with it, but some will not. Will most be in a state of cognitive dissonance, and that will cause them to be sensible? I think a lot of people will be in cognitive dissonance at the very beginning. They'll be in shock, basically. And there's going to be a huge mourning period for everything that goes on because a lot of people had no idea. They just thought everything was normal. And it's going to be a big, foundations will be rocked time. So basically, the emotional state of people will not necessarily be the best, except for the people that have been awake. They'll be very happy. Will drugs and alcohol be a problem, or will drugs not actually be available? And like you said before, alcohol will be swapped out for a healthier version. So I do get that the hard, dangerous drugs that have basically been created by the dark side will not be available anymore. And the other things like alcohol and marijuana, they will stay available. People will have their free will. Marijuana is very good for lots of different things, to do with the body. So lots of medicinal things. And alcohol is good for other things too. It's a great thing to use for tinctures with herbs. It's a great antiseptic. And I do think that over time it will become healthier and healthier for people. I mean, some of it is even good for your digestion. So I think that people will become more and more aware of how to respect their own body. And that will be part of how they want alcohol to get better and better for them. So I don't really see those two things as being a problem in the future at all. Let's see. How do you see people reacting to this happening? I think people are going to be in a mourning period. I think it's going to be important that people at the very beginning are staying home for at least a 3-day period to get that initial shock out of the way. So I do think that's going to happen. And they're just going to be kind of like walking around in a daze for a while, because it's a major amount of things to be like, the red pill is going to be forced on people pretty soon, and it's going to be shocking. And they'll go through all the stages like anger and depression and, all of that stuff, and sadness. How do you see the homeless reactions? I think there's going to be a lot of programs that come out for the homeless, and to basically have them in a place that they aren't homeless. So I don't know if they'll convert hospitals, maybe some hotels will be converted, but I think that every little town even will have some place for homeless people. And I think that they will get their money, obviously, as well. And they'll be kind of helped with whatever they need help with. So, some people have PTSD, some people have, drug abuse problem, some people have an alcohol abuse problem. All of this will be assisted with. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest programs that actually comes from the White Hats, is going to be basically making sure that everyone is having food and shelter and safety. And I think that's going to be, that's what they'll have to react to, basically, is a completely different paradigm. And then what do I see happening around all of this? So I do see that there will be a lot of, so as the RV happens and people get ready for their projects, I do believe that some of that money will go to the foundation of the rebuild. So there will be a percentage that goes to that. And then, you'll have what you need for your projects, and you'll have something for yourself. But I think that a lot of the money that has been confiscated and a lot of the money that will come from the RV will be going to the rebuild of whatever country you're in. And that's going to be a really beautiful thing, because that is going to provide the immediate needs for people. I think it will be, making sure everybody has food and shelter, making sure that there is food being grown in the world. Like, there are like local programs to create local food, so food doesn't have to travel so far. I think that's going to be one of the big foundations. I think technology is going to be one, and that's going to be the tech that basically kind of changes how we operate. I think the train system is going to come back online for a while, and I don't really see that truck drivers are going to have to haul stuff constantly from state to state. And what else? I think that's going to be, it's just going to be very basic. Like, a lot of basic things are going to be taken care of in a very fast way. And I don't see that banks will be like part of the money system anymore. I think they'll go into more of an advisory mode. And I think that they'll be helping small businesses in the future. I think that small businesses are going to be where it's at. But everything is going to be in transition for a while. And I think the basics are what's going to get covered immediately. So That's what I see. If you guys have any more questions, please send them to me in an email. It will be below in the description box. And I hope you have a beautiful day today. Bye.